Welcome back to our next video clip. I'm Don Angelo and this is Ron Angelo. We're with Total Saw Solutions. Today we're at Ric Bejcek's cabinet shop, Elk River Woodworking. And what we wanted to do is he's going to do a demonstration of our 10-inch table saw. It's a micro thin cutting table saw, all purpose. That means you can cut the hardwood and the softwoods. So Rick, could you go ahead and give a demonstration today first?
You bet.
Maybe you'd like to describe your wood first before you cut?
Okay, this is 1.5" red oak, and I'm going to remove the guard here for the sake of the demonstration and show you how great this blade works. You end up with a strip that shows very few blade marks. It's flexible and thin, uniform thickness. Blade does a great job. Absolutely great job.
Now, can this saw blade, you have a really nice machine here, but would you think that the saw blade can cut in a very, maybe a lower end saw, maybe a 1 horse or less? With
the amount of effort it takes to push the wood through the blade, I think you could get by with one of those little portable table saws, and I think it would do a great job on it.
Why don't you give them a little bit, let them know how we got together, how you came to know us?
Sure. Well, I've been an avid woodworker for about 40 years now, and when I first went into carbide for saw blades, I bought Sears blades, like most woodworkers do, and wasn't real happy with it, so I graduated to Freud, and after that I started going to the woodworking shows, and Forrest was always there, demonstrating how their blades worked and how wonderful they were. So I bought a Forrest blade, brought it home, was real happy with it, and over the years I bought a couple more. Well, eventually it came time to sharpen these blades, and I was going to send it back to New Jersey like Forrest recommends, and I got to talking to Ron from Total Saw Solutions, and he said to me, well, we've got the same sophisticated equipment for sharpening blades as Forrest does, so why don't you let us do it? Well, I trusted them with my blades. They did a great job. The turnaround time was less, cost me less money, so I was very happy with it. About the same time, they started telling me about this thin kerf blade that they were making, and I said to them, well, wait a minute, I've got a thin kerf blade, a Forrest. And when they asked me what the kerf was, it turns out it's 3/32, and the blade they were making was going to be less than a 1/16, so it was going to be about half of what a typical thin kerf blade is. Well, I bought one and put it in my table saw, and I'm never going to go back. It does several things that I really like. There's less waste, so if you're cutting a lot of strips, you get less sawdust, you get more wood out of your, more pieces out of your board. And if you're using exotic woods that are really expensive, that becomes a big factor. The second thing is that if you do have a less powerful table saw, I have a 3-horse, but if you'd happen to have a 1-horse, it'll do as good a job. And the thing that I like most about this blade is that it goes through wood so easily. I can't believe how easy you can push a 2-inch piece of oak through that blade. And I found now that I can rip lumber for hours and hours without having the body fatigue that I would have with my typical blade. I'm convinced that I'm never going to go back. The blade is wonderful, and I'm a believer in it.
Well, thank you, Rick. We just wanted to let you know, as you view this, you be the judge. And you can contact us anytime at 1-800-773-3133. And we'll be around there to get your calls. And you can ask any technical questions. Anything else?
And we would look forward to hearing from you, because if you want to experience the best saw blade on the market today, just as Rick had said, try it out, or your money back in 30 days.
Thank you and have a nice day.